On Friday, city crews were busy, letting residents of this large homeless camp know they have less than 3 weeks to leave.
It's going to have to happen quickly, or else people will just come back, I think.
The announcement has brought a feeling of relief, according to the president of the Mountain View Community Council.
It's really unfortunate that that it's hard for some people, but it's time. And I think that overall there's a sense of like we're grateful that it's being done.
It's really just beyond an annoyance.
Mountain View residents are tired of the negative effects the camp has had on their neighborhood.
In the last couple of years, it's just been a nightmare.
They've been waiting for this day to come.
I am happy to hear that there is a date, that there's going to be some kind of abatement happening. And I just hope there's just ultimately a more permanent solution to the problem.
One of the concerns is that campers might return. The city says it will continue with outreach efforts to get people into shelter and beef up police patrols to try and prevent them from coming back into the neighborhood.
People have been here for like 5, 6, 7, 8 years, I believe.
One man told us some will comply, but others won't go far.
They're just going to find another spot, just move to a different location, probably further and deeper in, you know.
Then there's the other issue that's hard to ignore.
One of the challenges the city will face isn't just moving people, it's cleaning up the mess they've left behind. And believe me, it's a big job.
A job that isn't likely to get done in a day, but the city is promising will happen very soon.
Well, we came into work today, and we're nurses at the hospital. And, you know, normally it's beautiful outside, but we weren't expecting something like this to happen. It's like a wildlife documentary outside our window.
We call it moose calving season, and that starts we're seeing our early calves right now, middle May. Really next week is when we start to see moose calves really being born and noticeable on the landscape.
I went on lunch and got to see a little baby running around, and
Yeah,
it was so neat.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest times where we see cow moose being particularly aggressive because they're defending their young. Right now they know moose calves can't get up, they can't run very fast, and they can't keep up with mom, meaning mom's defense is to stand her ground and stop anything that comes too close.
Oh, it's drawn a big crowd for sure. I mean, everybody's talking about it in the building. I have a couple of friends that work at the Heart Institute, and they got an even better view than us because we're up on the 3rd floor. So, but yeah, it was pretty amazing. Oh my God, is she gonna have a twin? Never.
No.
I've never witnessed any animal giving birth before.
Wherever you want. If you want to stick them in the fence, or you want me to help you?
As rain falls from an overcast sky in Fairview, a family grieves their lost son, creating a memorial where Aaron John Edwards Jr. was found dead in what police believe to be a homicide, leaving family members
heartbroken. But, you know, I promise you this, justice will be served. I promise you.
Junior was taken too soon, but he's in heaven building our mansion.
The moment Junior's stepmom Candace found out burned in her memory.
Shock, sorrow, grief, but we're a family, and we're gonna, you know, stick together and get through it. The best way we can is just give all of our faith to God.
A family of many.
This is just a small part of our family. We all come from St. Carlos Apache Reservation. It's a hard hit for the whole tribe. We got less than 30 people up here, and he's real young to go. So this is a real big deal for us and our whole family.
17-year-old Junior is remembered for his humor, work ethic, and talent for cooking, boxing, and more.
Yeah, he was always so funny too, just like his dad.
Everybody already knows him, you know, handsome, smart, just like his dad, you know. That's what he said, you know, but I don't know if I'm handsome and smart.
He was real good at cooking. He could cook anything, make something out of nothing with anything, whether if it was his style or his food or building something. He was a lot of things.
We're here for road tripping, but it's also a good time to check in on what's the future of ADAC. Here's what it looks like today. This former military base in some areas looks frozen in time. Most of the homes here are empty, falling apart, and less than 100 people live here full time. Sullivan says ADAC could be a key place to protect the country. Including the runways here, there is also an airline hangar in one of the world's largest fuel storage areas. People we talked with are excited to see if the military might come back, but also keep in mind people who live here also enjoy their solitude. There's also a 5-year plan by the ADAC City Council with the goal of having an international runway to service Asia and more commerce to the area. But the goal, still to keep this a small community.
The big part of the plan is ADAC is so uniquely positioned that we will become an international port, not only for the airport, but also for shipping and cargo traffic and other commercial activities.
You just heard from the city manager who's been spending a lot of time with us here in ADAC. He will be working with us on a series of stories for Road Trippin', which you won't want to miss.
Spring is in full bloom here at the Muskox farm, and that means two things: mothers, and even better, their babies.
The oldest one is just over 3 weeks, and the youngest one was born on April 25th, so we're still babies.
And I think we can all agree baby muskox are pretty cute. And as it turns out, so are their names.
We name after a theme every year, so these are our little weasel calves, so Martin, Fisher, and Otter.
At this stage, these first-time moms are pretty protective.
Mamas are still staying pretty close though, so there's a lot of scampers and then moms being like, oh, where are you going?
But already some of the calves are testing their limits.
He's like king of the hill.
Yep.
The herd at the Palmer farm is now up to 75 muskoxen.
We like to hope that they've got it pretty good out here.
And it would seem they do. The animals born on the farm will stay here for their entire lives, giving the public the chance to not only learn about the species, but watch them growing up.
It's both amazing to get to watch them grow up, but also shocking to realize that littles that I knew as calves are now adults who have calves of their own. And it's so much fun to watch people come and be like, I saw that muskox as a calf 20 years ago. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Staff here are proud to open their doors to the community, particularly on Mother's Day.
The Muskox farm is now open 7 days a week. And remember, moms, if you check it out on Sunday, admission is free.
During the contact, officers observed a gun. The gun was in the lap area of the driver. And again, I'll kind of use the lap area of the driver as a very broad term because, as I already mentioned, what the officers saw in terms of the movement of that gun, that will be determined later on when the officers are interviewed.
What exactly was said during that interaction is unknown right now. What is known is the gunshot that followed, leaving the driver dead. Witness Lester Morgan said he was struck by the lack of noise before the shot rang out.
I heard the gunshot. I heard no verbal altercation. There was nothing. And I imagine they're going to say that there was.
Morgan's own son Tyler was killed in an officer-involved shooting nearly a year ago. Tuesday is also the 1-year anniversary of the Chris Handy shooting, which prompted a more in-depth review process of officer-involved shootings after doorbell footage surfaced showing Handy appeared to not be pointing his gun at officers as police said. After last night's shooting, Morgan wishes to see more done.
I think we need an independent review board, a civilian review board, non-police officers.
In an interview last week, Case maintained his position that an independent review board is not needed.
We're generally pretty hard on ourselves. We have an extremely high expectation of the way our employees perform their jobs and the way they interact with the public. And in some of those investigations that we do are really around like a culture that we've built here.
It's going to be a beautiful start to a week. Things look quiet at Anchorage's Ship Creek, but lines are in the water. And then Monday morning,
10 o'clock,
it happened.
Yeah, everybody saw it pop out and roll.
The first king salmon of the season.
Look at that. This year will hopefully be a better year. Hopefully the Kings return in some numbers.
Monday was Sasha Merkashev's 5th morning down here, healing from an injured ankle, taking advantage of some downtime.
I thought it was a jack at first, and then I saw it wasn't a jack. It was Bigger than a jack for sure.
Not a record setter,
975.
but the 29 inches of chrome was big enough to win the Bait Shack prize package.
We got you set up with a lamb glass rod. Right, we got a Penn Battle 4000, some 20-pound P-line to put on there.
I was asked to not reveal the exact spot where the king was caught.
It's not like there's a lot of secret spots on this creek.
But Dustin Slinker offers up this advice.
The majority of these first fish come between the C Street Bridge and the railroad bridge down there.
Ship Creek fishing season is here.
First king, baby. We got it.
At Lake Hood Elementary, kids are excited on the last day of school, but along with fun activities like this, there is also a sense of something bittersweet.
You know, it's an emotional day, but also a day of like new beginnings.
Lake Hood is one of 2 ASD schools that will close at the end of this school year. It's part of the district's right-sizing plan to deal with declining populations. Once students and staff leave for the summer, they won't be coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my school. I'm gonna miss mostly everything.
Students who have been going to Lake Hood since kindergarten, some with parents who graduated from here too.
And I grew up in the school, so it's kind of like hard for me, you know, and also because I won't be able to see like most of my friends, so yeah.
It's also tough for staff to say goodbye.
It's just going to be weird walking down the hallways just knowing that this is it.
But the principal says her crew is resilient, both students and staff, and some are even looking forward to the changes ahead. At this school, they have a saying.
I definitely know, like, once a hoodie, always a hoodie.
At least in their hearts, they don't expect that to change.
Happy birthday to Alaska's oldest official airport. Merrill Field turns 95 this year, and so today people are celebrating the state's second largest airport. Merrill Field has been an airstrip for Anchorage and Alaska going on a century.
We're the second busiest airport in the state, second only to Ted Stevens. It goes all the way back to 1930, where the airport originally started in the park area downtown Anchorage, and they moved it way out of town where it'd be out of the way of everybody. Here we are 95 years later.
From there, it's only grown.
We're the only airport that has a through-the-gate operation going right back to Alaska Regional Hospital, so medevacs can come in from all over the village into different villages. Plus, we have 45 different businesses here that have an impact in the community. Statewide, it's $241 million impact.
On Saturday, the airport celebrated its 95 years by opening up to the public, allowing them to see aircraft up close and in the sky, including this 1929 Curtiss Wright biplane, similar to what would have been flown by the airport's namesake, Russ Merrill. Fostering an enthusiasm for aviation.
Well, it's really cool looking what they do, what they can do, and they sound really cool, they look really cool, and they can do really cool things.
From generation to generation.
I remember my interest in planes as a kid. That's never really gone away, so to be able to share that with my grandson is pretty fun. Yeah. It's a great day being out here. Now the sun's coming out a little bit. It's just like there's hardly a better thing to do than come out and look at planes.
Merrill Field will continue to hold Aviation Day celebrations each May leading up to their 100th anniversary in 2030.
Please move your tassels from the right to the left.
After years of experience and hard work, the class of 2025 is ready to graduate. So what is the message to the future of Alaska students? I'll let them tell you.
Try everything.
Get into sports.
Don't procrastinate.
Make an impact on your school.
Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Sometimes we take for granted how important it is.
Don't try to be what other people want you to be.
I think we're stronger than we think we are. Their voices matter, what they do matters, and being able to actually try to make a change in their community. Because I think once you can do that, you realize that the sky is kind of the limit.
When times get tough.
It's okay to always ask for help from teachers or friends, because honestly, there's always going to be somebody smarter or knows how to do things better than you. So it's okay to always get some help.
If
I'm ever at a loss on what to do, I know I have people to ask.
It might be a little bit tough in the beginning, but it does get better. You will make friends, and you'll love college.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Enjoy the journey.
The high school really is what you make out of it.
Time does heal all wounds, so I mean, things do get better.
It'll be worth it in the end, and when you have that piece of paper, you can do whatever you want with it.
And when it's time to carry on, beyond high school and college, the possibilities are endless.
The structural EIT.
A student exchange program in Europe.
My Master's of Science in Project Management with a concentration in leadership.
Maybe come back here in Alaska someday and design my own building here to make this place a little bit better, maybe make the skyline less dull.
Llama off in my on shop.
Aviation maintenance. Bioremediation, so doing stuff with microorganisms to combat pollution and climate change.
So I do kind of want to go into politics, I think, later in life.
Particularly patent law.
I'm still pursuing my bachelor's in Homeland Security and Emergency Management.
Going to law school, that's the plan right now. I'm not 100% sold on it. Half the point of going to college is figuring out what you want to do, so hopefully I find something I'm passionate about.
Leaving their marks and a message of hope and positivity for the next generation of grads.
I am ready to be done with high school, but I'm not ready to say bye to the people here.
I love you guys. I will miss you. And Coach, I will miss you. You're my favorite coach ever.